What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Jay here again with another epic video. Today, guys, we're going to be breaking down my favorite deck, of course, and the one I'm most known here for on the channel is, of course, my good old Scareclaw. So we're back at it again with Scareclaw. So I went 4-0 at locals with Scareclaw a little while back. I just haven't had a chance to upload the video, so I figured I'd go through and show you guys how Scareclaw can still be competitive. Just to kind of heads up, this is a little bit different than the previous builds I've done just because of I didn't have time to fully build a deck before we went, so this kind of I ended up playing this event, guys, I guess long story short, with no side deck and not even a full extra deck. You'll be able to see, obviously, stay tuned for the profile, but see as we go through. Definitely like and comment below. Let me know what you guys would like to see me play at locals, or for me to do with the live streams that I'm doing with my friends on Saturday. Make sure you check that out this Saturday if you guys want to comment live or see. We usually play Rogue. We play a little meta sometimes as well, but mostly me and my friends typically tend to play Rogue, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and dive in, guys, and I'll show off the profile, how we got first place and went undefeated here with Scareclaw at locals. Remember, guys, I also have my sleeves. Most of you guys are interested in my good old Scareclaw sleeves. Definitely consider hitting me up. I still got a lot of them. I'm custom made before. With that being said, we'll go ahead and dive in. So we've got our standard Scareclaw package, right? We're playing the 3 right heart. We've got our triple Asher, right? We want to make sure we have our multi-attack. Balloons for piercing, right? We want to make sure we can do our OTKs, putting everything in defense. And Scareclaw is very competitive, guys. It's very good against Mitsurugi. I played Mitsurugi tournament, so it was a very easy matchup for us, especially knowing the deck pretty decently. After playing it, I know it even way much better now, and I do better now than I did at the time. This is very easy against Mitsurugi and against Malice, right? With some of the stuff we'll get to in a moment, I'll show you how we can easily stop Malice in its tracks on our turn or their turn to keep them even from playing and floodgate them. We got Starfrost to do some good old combos. But that's going to be your Scareclaw package, monster card wise. Then we got 2 field spell. You don't need 3. The standard 2 is fine. Sometimes I still see it in my hand more than I like, but you can't afford to just play 1. 1's not enough. You're forced to play it at 2, though sometimes I see it more than I would like to. Then we got Arrival. I'm playing triple Arrival. I always love doing triple Arrival, especially when Nib is still pretty heavy or pretty decently in the format, just so we can easily bait them out and combo through Nib. So this is mostly just a combo through Nib, just to making sure you're able to play through that. Could play Dominus Impulse. I do have Impulses. I don't have them in this deck. I do probably like a more updated version. Like I said, I did this kind of last minute and didn't have a chance to really kind of do anything. Impulses in here to protect against like Nib specifically. So we've got our Defanging, our Straddle, and then our Twin Saw. Twin Saw is how we can floodgate them out, guys, especially if we go first, right? We can use this to pop 2 of their cards, so we can hit 2 of their monsters, and then banish it to keep them from using Link monster effects rest of the turn. Well, that's basically game. Their entire extra deck is Links, so they can't do anything. They would have to end on, like, Hearts or something like that to be able to combo, or end on, like, Binder and Grave or something like that, and banish it with March Hare to try and combo during your turn. Something like that, but that's not going to be enough to do anything, especially with this deck. You're just going to play right through it, so that's going to be complete trash. Straddle, a lot of people don't play Straddle in this deck, and I still don't know why, because it, like, if they try and Imperm you or Valor you or something, you can negate that, so anything that targets one of your Scareclaw or Starfrost, you can negate it, or you can also use this to copy the attack of one of their monsters to one of your monsters or Starfrost, and it'll gain the attack. So I use this a lot for OTKs. It's very easy to make try hard like 6,000, then I can attack like 3 times and do piercing. So it's very easy to get a lot of OTKs with that specifically, which is why I play the card. Especially if you're going second, you always want to pull that one with the right heart. So for our good old Kashtira package, we're playing my favorite one. He started getting some more love. Previous favorite, of course, good old Fenrir. It's good because, right, we can pull Unicorn or we can pull the Scareclaw caches with it. We're playing 2 of them. I like playing 2. Usually I do play 1, but yet again with Nib, it's nice to have that second backup to kind of continue playing through. And then just some other things in the meta that's really good, just attacking and stuff, and the negate effect does come in handy as well too. Because some people are playing like the Regenesis Kashtira, so things like that. So the negate effect does come up a little bit more and does help when you're playing against more of kind of a counter Kashtira deck as well too. And to help us stay consistent, right, we got 2 of the field spells, we got 2 planets, pull whichever one we need at the moment, so to kind of help just thin out the deck and speed things up. Playing 1 of the Birth, because the Birth's really good defensively. It's very good against Mitsurugi because we can banish their, whether it be their ritual cards or their monster cards they're using to kind of keep them to stop the reoccursion part that really makes that deck so deadly. So Birth comes in really good there to be able to not just really help you extend with bringing like the Fenrir, you know, or the Scareclaw kashtira, the unicorn back to kind of extend through plays, but really banishing after they activate that spell. And they put a lot of stuff in grave, so they're easily going to have more than 3 cards in grave always. And then, like I said, we're very anti-nib even without the impulses, guys. So we're playing Parallel Exceed, so you're really not worried about nib just the way I have this deck built, because I've played this deck so much. I still feel like I'm probably, I ain't posted, but I'm probably still the most known for this deck, and I feel like I've probably played it still more than anybody, even though I've been out of the game for a little bit. But yeah, just to keep extended through plays, and a lot of the times this just gives you that extra extender you need for OTK, or maybe you got nibbed and you want to go full combo. And sometimes you can still, depending on where you're at in the game, go full combo and through nib and OTK them still. I feel like this, I had this in here from before. The deck was Santa Claus. So this helps out a lot, just getting rid of whatever their primary card is, and plus it puts something on the field in defense, so we can use field spell. So right, if I basically just go through and pop, so as long as we have at least 3 cards on the field in defense, we can pop a card on our opponent's side of the field. So that kind of helps out with that, and then get rid of whatever's the troublemaker on their side of the field, whatever we're playing against. And then we all know I hate back row, so we've got our Lightning Storm and our Harpy's Feather Duster. And then we got Dark Hole. That actually caught a lot of people off guard. No one was expecting me to play Dark Hole, so that definitely come up and saved me quite a bit, because they were not like nobody was expecting me to pull that out of my hat. So they definitely didn't see that one coming. So next we've got our Book of Eclipses. This one saved me a little bit. It gave someone else, ended up giving them another turn, because they ended up drawing, what was it, they either nibbed, I think it nibbed me or something, and it bought them enough turn because I didn't have enough to finish OTKing them, because they ended up drawing the nib off the cards they got. But it saved me a game, and then I ended up still winning that game and matchup, but it just bought them an extra turn because they happened to get lucky and draw a nib off of it, and I overextended the one time I shouldn't have. And of course, Call by the Grave to stop anything that's in our way. Mostly Droll, because Droll, of course, kills this deck, so we mostly want to watch out for Droll. So that's the deck, guys, so we'll move on to the extra deck. Remember, there's no side deck since I didn't have time. We just do this together on tryhard mode. If you guys would like me to see do normal, this like events, do some sort of special handicaps for my duels, let me know, and we could, see about doing something like that, or when playing with my friends, doing some sort of handicap and see how I do. Could be deck building or how I play that game or whatever. If y'all think that'd be some interesting content to see. So we've got the link ones, right, so we can pull the field spell back, and then of course if we pop it with a Starfrost or Starfrost on the field, we can special summon it back from the grave. So another way you can pull the field spell. A lot of times I'll use it to pull the field spell twice, so first turn I'll end up activating one, using it, and then adding the second one for backup after bringing it back from the grave and re-extending with it. And then we've got 3 Tryhards. You want to play 3. A lot of people play this at 2, but I feel like this is one of the reasons why I'm still one of the best people with this deck, is because you have to play 3. Without playing 3, a lot of the times you're forced to, you wouldn't be able to OTK without playing the third one, long story short. With the third one, you can always OTK them, because I can just keep comboing through with the extended monsters I have on the field to get out the level 3, especially if it's a game where I didn't get, maybe I only got the one level 3. So this makes sure you always have game, and plus people on Unicorn, they're primarily going to hit this with this deck. More people, thanks to Master Duel and things like that, better understand Scareclaw than before. So they may go for Lightheart, but most people are going to go for this. Especially when they look at my deck and see I'm playing 3. They're probably going to go ahead and try and start hitting these early so they can try and get me out, because they know that's the main force of the deck. So we got our Link Spider yet again to play through Nib. We got our Brute Enforcer to extend with like Parallel Exceed, and then also negate some card, whether it be monster, spell, or trap on the field. So it's kind of a good extender play, and then also it's a good kind of to stop whatever Floodgate or kind of craziness shenanigans our opponent's got on the field. Phoenix, because yet again I hate back row, as we know. And we need another boss monster, so I still feel like BLS is still really, really good, especially with us playing the Kashtiras, so we can get his full effect. So that'll help out as well too. I'm only playing the one Starfrost in this version, so we're only doing one Vicious Astral, because that's what makes sense for this particular deck. We've got Nabuska for defensive plays, and then we've got Zeus for more, kind of defensive and kind of just to wipe the board for backup in a sense. And then we got our Chaining, and then our Chaos Angel, because we can get the full effect of Chaos Angel with using the Rich Heart and Starfrost together with him. And then the Chang Ying if you use the Twin Saw to banish during your opponent's turn. So not only can you pop 2, floodgate them, you can trigger Chang Ying's effect after that as well. It's off a crazy board, so if you can end on Chang Ying with the Twin Saw face down, there's a lot of crazy plays that you can do that pretty much almost guarantees you win. So you can kind of let them pop off a little bit, and so that way you can hit them with the Twin Saw for 2, floodgate them where they can't use the links, and then go ahead and banish again with Chang Ying as well too. So kind of keep that in mind. So if you're able to end on him, that helps out a lot. So I usually try and end on him if I can versus the Chaos Angel. Usually if I do this, is maybe I'm probably going more of second, or I've been backed into a corner. That's when you want to go more of the Chaos Angel, or maybe they got something that you have to banish it to get rid of. But usually with us doing the piercing, that really doesn't come up too much. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys' love and support. And let me know what other deck profiles you would like to see now that I'm back to making videos again. Hope everybody's been doing well. I appreciate your guys' love and support, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.